If you're a new player that just joined the shard, or even if you're a returning vet who just want to embrace the grinding again, I really suggest doing this as a starter. Okay, here we are in the menu for creating the character. We select here advanced. Okay, and we start with 50 strength. Strength is easy to raise. We start with 20 intelligence. Intelligence is a bit hard to raise. Yeah, we gotta manage a bit through this. This is not very user-friendly. The idea is 10 dex, 50 strength, and 20 intelligence. You're gonna select here magery, because what other skill on earth are you gonna select here? Okay, here you're gonna select healing, 49 healing, 49 healing, 49 healing, and 1 here is gonna be music. This way you're gonna have magery in high enough to be able to recall around. You're gonna have healing, that is a skill that is consuming a resource, that is band-aid. And here you start with 1 music, because this is gonna give you a newbie instrument. After this you can start your character anywhere you like, you name it, anywhere, any how you want, and you start where you want. Yeah, too short, yeah. And you start where you want. So once you have created your character, now what are you gonna do? You will start probably here. So you walk out, okay, and you make your way to the bank. On your way to the bank, you find this shop. Map on. You find this shop. You buy here. You buy Shepherd's Crook, 26. You start with 100 gold. You spend 26 gold here on this, and then you proceed towards the bank. Once you arrive at the bank, you will notice that there's gonna be animals around the bank. Let's take a look here. Let's see. Are there any animal around the bank? Here, for instance, a woodpecker. All right, you find an animal here. Here, we found an animal, this bird, and you're gonna start, you're gonna equip your crook, okay, and you're gonna run the macro of herding. This is going to be your macro. You double click the crook by type, wait for target, absolute target is gonna be your animal. Wait for target. Target relative location 0, 0 means you target the ground under your character. Pause 0.5. If system walk, okay, wait a sec. Sorry, that was the macro for stealth herding. Sorry, wrong macro. So double click, Shepherd's Crook by type, wait for target, absolute target. It's gonna be the animal you want to herd. Wait for target, target relative location anywhere, somewhere near you. You can also right click here and retarget. Okay, and you just right click it here anywhere, it's fine. Okay, we can see it working. Retarget, you target this guy. Okay, you target this guy and start playing. Okay, wait a sec. Okay, here is fine. Okay, if the arrow is pointed up, you're gonna gain herding, and by gaining herding, you're gonna gain a lot, and I mean a lot of strength. Now that being said, this is done. Here you are with your newbie instrument, and we proceed to the next. Your next stop is going to be Breed Stable here, where you're gonna run your music macro. Music macro, you just right click, retarget, you retarget your instrument, pause 1 second, loop, play, and you keep using your instrument. Delay is 1 second only here because it's an object that you're using. If you have music pointed up, you're gonna raise music to GM in literally no time, just a few hours. Once you have GM music, you're gonna GM provocation next. Here's the macro for provocation. So provocation is use skill provocation, wait for target, absolute target. Absolute target, you're gonna, for instance, target this cow and make sure you go here, okay? Wait for target, absolute target is gonna be your character. Okay, you provoke the cow on yourself. Then it's an if, because if you succeed, the pause is going to be 10 seconds. Whereas if you fail, you can wait only 5 seconds. With this macro you loop. You played poorly, okay, etc, 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 and you GM your provocation skill maybe in 1 day. So far this is all for free, okay? We did herding to gain strength for free. We did music to gain music, of course, and dex for free. And we did provocation to gain, I don't know, provocation, maybe intelligence, maybe dex, totally for free. Now we have very good strength, we have GM music, and we have GM provocation, and we have 50 healing and 50 magery. We have therefore the ability to heal ourselves and the ability to recall. With all these done, you're stuck with no gold, but with the ability to provoke everything. So you make your way here, like in the good old days, because you're stuck with no recall, no nothing, okay? You make your way to Umungate, or your way to a graveyard, or your way to wherever it suits you, okay? On foot, because you still haven't farmed a single gold coin. You go to buy recall scrolls, hoping to find some mob on the way that you can provoke and kill. Let's see, this is the normal journey that you're gonna do to Umungate. There's a snake, there's a cow. Okay, let's pretend we found nothing. We found nothing. Let's go to Umungate. Where is Umungate? Where is Umungate? Here is Umungate. There might be something around Umungate. There's normally an ogre here and there. There's normally a net in here and there. But here, what's important that you're gonna find mob. Eventually, you're gonna find mob. Here, what's important is there's shops selling recall scrolls. Let's check. Here, for example, this guy. What are these? 10 recall scrolls, 450. Okay? 50 recall scrolls for slightly more than 2k. Okay, you're gonna need just a few recall scrolls to get you started. Let's imagine you buy 10 recall scrolls from 450 gold pieces, then you go to a rune library. You go to a rune library. This is the newly open rune library. Yes, we relive the past here. Okay, Justice Island rune library, and you look for air elementals. Air elemental rune. So where is gonna be the air elemental rune? Here there should be air elementals are a shame, dastard, despise, deceit. Where is shame? Wrong. There must be shame. Shame. Level 2 gate. You use your recall scroll, okay? And you recall there. Alright. Here you are with your newbie instrument. I'm not gonna use anything here other than my newbie instrument, okay? Here you go on foot because you still haven't bought a horse. And you find air elementals. There's one here. There's one here. And you provoke. And you provoke them. And you still haven't done anything. Here there's another air elemental, and here 2 other air elementals, so let's provoke them. Alright, there you go. You still have nothing, you just have recall. I'm not gonna use nothing here other than my newbie instrument. Alright, you're gonna provoke these guys. There should be 6 of these guys. Okay, we have provoked 5. Let's look for the 6th. Alright, I cannot find the 6th. And also the other day with Sally, I couldn't find the 6th. I suspect messing again with the spawner here. So these guys are fighting each other. You have nothing basically. You still don't have a spell book here, but it's not a problem. You have recall scrolls. Okay. And you ask someone to mark you a rune back, of course, because you're gonna find people in game. You ask somebody to mark you a rune to a city, and you are only armed with recall scrolls. Here you wait, and eventually, these dudes will kill each other, and you will get some gold pieces. Okay, you can also drag the earth elemental here. Come on, earthy. And you can also drag the other earth elementals, because there's 2 earth elementals spawning here. Later eras there were dull copper rallies spawning here, and you see dull copper here stuck. You just try not to die to this guy. Okay. You make him fight. Let's see, eventually some of them will die. Yeah, these guys are almost dead. See, one of them will die. One of them will die. And once it dies, this is 400 gold pieces. 400 gold pieces. Oh, it cured them. Amazing. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but they will die eventually. So with this cash, okay, once you reach 3k, you can buy a full spellbook. Oh, there's more spawning here. Yeah, eventually they will respawn. So this guy, maybe we can have this guy attacking these guys. There you go. And eventually they will die. So once you reach 3k here, which is very easy, I've done nothing here and I'm already at 800 gold pieces. 3 or 4k, I cannot remember, you can buy a full spellbook. And here's where you're gonna buy the full spellbook. Here, 4k, just 4k, and it's gonna be very easy to farm 4k in that place. Okay. Now with this, you have GM music, GM provo, the ability to recall. You have a full spellbook. Okay. And you have strength. Now what you're gonna do next is anatomy. Anatomy macro is gonna be super simple. You either stay here next to John Wayne, Brit Bankroof, which is as reliable as Town Crier, or if you want to be less reliable, you go here to a Town Crier. You have use skill anatomy, wait for target, absolute target, retarget. It's going to be your Town Crier. Can you do it on a Town Crier? And press play. Oh, you cannot do it on a Town Crier. Okay, you do it on a banker. Or you do it on John Wayne, come on. Can you do it on a banker? You do it on a banker. Yeah, you do it on a banker. Stand here, you can even sit down and do this on a banker until, I believe in one day, you can run this overnight or when you're not playing. You can just run anatomy so that you will GM anatomy in maybe 20 hours or so, less than 1 day probably. And so you're almost good to go now. Almost good to go. Now that you have also GM'd anatomy, you go here. You start buying your melee skills. And where do you buy your melee skills? You can do that here. Okay, the Warrior Guild, or you can do it anywhere else. But since we're a Britain, we can do it here in this very cool building. Alright, this guy, you can, for PvM, swords, fencing, mace fighting, they're all the same. Okay, so who is this guy? Josephine. Josephine train tactics. Okay, I'm at 700 skill point. I have nothing pointed up, so I cannot do that. But we can also say this: train. And here is the list: pairing, resisting, battle tactics, swordsmanship, macing, fencing. These guys are gonna teach you everything. So you're gonna buy tactics, and you're gonna buy your melee skill of choice, be it swords, be it fencing, be it mace fighting. Once you have done this, you go back to your Moongate and buy a GM weapon. There are several shops selling GM's weapon there. For instance, here is BJV shop. Okay, here you can see this vendor here is selling dexter suits. Okay, you can have swords, you can have mace, I believe, sort of fencing, you can have other sort of things, I believe. You can also have a shadow iron. How much is this? It shouldn't be much, 1.8k. You buy this dex suit, so you're gonna have armor rate, and you're gonna have your weapon. And now, armed like this, you go again to those air elementals, or you go other places you feel confident with. Now I want to give you a piece of advice. Go back to Westbury Bank. I'm going to tell you that as a dexer, and you're going to have your majory basically only to recall, or have that extra invest money to help you in some occasion. But you don't want to waste your mana, because with low intelligence, no meditation, you're going to waste mana recalling, and mana is going to be hard to regenerate. So what I'm telling you is this piece of advice. Okay, you're not going to have high majoring, so here you go here, and you buy Alchemy. Okay, vendor teach. This is the alchemist. Not vendor, oh boy. What's the name? Dexter. Dexter teach. This guy teaches alchemy. So you buy alchemy. You can have 25, 30 alchemy, I don't know. You buy then a mortar and pestle, and you buy garlic. Okay? If you have a mortar and pestle and garlic, and you have 25 alchemy, you can grind lesser cure pots. Let's take a look. Here. Take a look, potions, 0, okay, lesser cure, 1 garlic, minimum skill 0, cure, 3 garlics, 25. Basically here, with lesser cure, you can cure basically everything. You can also cure sometimes deadly poison, okay, but this is working, this is way more effective. This is just 1 reagent, whereas Anonox is 2 reagents, and it consumes you mana. So if you have room for 25, 30, 35 alchemy, just use this, just grind this. It's for free. Okay? I'm not telling also to grind this, because they're not gonna heal a lot here, like 3, 10 hit points, but it's just 1 ginseng, so why not? I mean, you can just do this. I mean, keep this in mind. You're gonna heal with bandages. If you get poisoned with bandages, you're gonna need to chug a potion to cure. Otherwise, the bandages will not heal your hit points. They will just cure your poison. So just go around with a mortar and pestle, with garlic, and you grind your potions, your lesser cure potion. They are going to work just fine. Maybe if one fails, you chug another, and it works just fine. So that being said, you have absolutely the ability to grind money, because you have a weapon skill, you have provocation, you go to the air elementals, you go anywhere, you provoke the 2 mob one onto the other, and you start gaining your skill by bing, 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 bashing at the mob. Once you're established, a bit established, you can also, for instance, go to some player and ask them to buy invisibility scrolls, and you can train your melee skills just like any other skill, basically AFK. You grab a paladin. Okay, wait a sec. How you do that? You go gel on pits. You find a paladin. For instance, this guy is a paladin, not with the shield. Yeah, let's find guys without the shield here. Better without a shield. This guy, anywhere. Rodman, Dennis Rodman. Rodman higher. You give him 100 gold pieces. Okay? You tell Rodman to attack you. Okay? Do I have the macro? All kill. Okay? You're gonna have an alt cast invis on you, or you cast invis on yourself with your scroll. Invisibility skill doesn't work. So you say Rodman kill. Okay, he's gonna kill you. You try and invis yourself. Oh wait, maybe with the macro on it's gonna be easier. Let's see. Oh, I cannot outrun it. Wait a minute. Come on, Rodman. No, speed hack. Let's see. Invis. and you go aggro it. Come here, Rodman. Okay. I invest myself. Didn't stop the aggro. That guy is not aggroing me no more. I am training on him. I can also train with another weapon. I can train wrestle. I can train anything. Okay. If I want to train with mace fighting, I use a wand. If I want to train with swords, I use a butcher's knife. If I want to train with fencing, I use a dagger. You're going to use multiple of them. You're going to have bandages here. If you want to do it cheap, you go shear ship and you farm your own bandages. Or otherwise, you can buy bandages at 2 gold pieces per bandage. And here, you set up a macro to just heal your paladin. Okay, and how is the macro going to be? It's going to be like this. The macro is going to be like this, double click bandages by target, wait per target. Absolute target is going to be the guy you are attacking, and the timer is going to be whatever. Okay. At the beginning, you will fail a lot of bandages, so maybe you're gonna use a very slow timer, frequent timer. It depends. This will get you, once you GM your weapon skill, you will get basically to like 75-ish, 80-ish healing. After that, you can simply just use the method of healing with either the poison method or the resting a ghost method. That's fine. But if you are here, you have a character. If you have followed me till this point, you have a character with GM music, GM provocation, GM anatomy. You're gonna have GM weapon skill, GM tactics. Okay, you're gonna have alchemy to grind yourself potions. You're gonna have magery to recall around. And what else? Magery, music, provo, swords, tactics, anatomy, healing. So you're gonna have a provo dexer. You can go anywhere. You can recall. You grind your potions. You heal with bandages, which is very cheap. What else can you desire? And it's very cheap. This is the most budget template you can have, and you can do everything. You can use silver weapons, maybe, to farm undead. You can use regular GM weapons or bank weapons that you buy at Mungate to farm other kind of monster. Remember, you have provocation, so you're not gonna be attacked a lot. You make the mob attack each others and you bash them. So this is a very budget template for starters, very easy to play, and also for returning invest. Like, okay, you wanna grind again from scratch, you can do this. This is the most budget template you can find. So guys, I really hope you like the video and you find that interesting. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for everything that's going on Second Age, population on the rise, events at the horizon. So this is definitely the place to be. And stay safe everywhere you are, citizens of Britannia and lovers of Ultima Online. Take care, get out of here.